Good morning, YouTube family. So, right now we're all getting dressed to go to urgent care. One son is in the shower. My other son's sitting on the couch. So, basically, long story short, my youngest son fell out the bed this morning, hit his head, has a concussion, speaking slowly, and we are rushing out the door to the urgent care. I'll be back when I have some news. All right, y'all. So my baby is currently in the back of an ambulance and being rushed to the hospital. They said, y'all hear my wipers going. They said they wouldn't fly today because the weather is bad. But I was like, wait a minute, fly, like as in life flight? And they were like, yeah. His words are slurred. He's not steady on his feet. This whole thing has escalated a whole lot faster than I thought that it ever would. I'm praying that my child is okay, but he is not acting like his normal self. This is just a notice to all the parents. If your child has a fall, 1, don't let them go to sleep. 2, if they're slurring their words and acting like they are confused or disoriented, go get them checked out ASAP. I'm sitting behind the ambulance now waiting for them to pull off. My oldest son is in the ambulance with him so that I can trail them, because if I go all the way to Atlanta, I don't know how or when I will be able to get back. So I am trailing them. My oldest son, the 19-year-old, is actually riding with him so that he doesn't feel alone. I started to leave my 19-year-old at home, but I'm glad he came because my baby couldn't even really walk, and I would have had to carry him and waiting for them to pull off. We're just going to say a collective prayer that things are going to be okay. I know they will. I know God got it. I know God got it. God got it. But and I'm not the type of parent to just freak out and whatever. But this baby has never been in the back of an ambulance in his little 9 years of life. He's never had to be transported. So him being my youngest and him being little is cause for concern. He's not a crybaby. He's not a kid that just falls down and cries every 5 minutes. He's a tough kid. So him acting like this, I'm concerned. Anyway, y'all say a prayer. I'm about to ride. So we are sitting in Children's. So sitting here with Big, who has been the most amazing help ever. What ended up happening was we left for urgent care. The paramedics came to the house. They told us to go to urgent care. We left for urgent care. They went in the ambulance together, and I trailed the ambulance, and now we are here at the hospital. If you're asking why we didn't go straight to the hospital, there is no children's hospital on my side of town. It's far. So anyway, he came here by ambulance, and now he is sitting in his bed. That is him under that sheet because the lights are bothering him. He's saying hi from under the sheet. I'm just glad he's okay. They say he does not need a CT, which is basically a head x-ray, because he is improving. His motor skills are good. Communication skills are improving. He's still speaking kind of slow, but he knocked his head pretty good falling out of the bed. We stay on the bottom floor of our apartment, so it's all concrete. So that's the update on that. I'm just glad that my child is okay. Parents, like I said, if your child falls down, hits their head, and they start not acting like themselves, go get it checked out ASAP. Do not pass go. Do not collect $100. Like, seriously, make sure your kid is okay, because I'm very blessed that this is not as serious as what I initially thought, but it could have gone left. So I just thank God that it didn't, and that we are here getting checked out to make sure. Update on my boo-bye. He is in the back seat right there with his hood over his head. So he has sensitivity to light and sound. He has a mild, not a headache, but the back of his head hurts from where he hit his head. He fell out the bed and hit the floor, which, like I said, we live on the bottom floor, which underneath our carpet is concrete. So they diagnosed him with a very good concussion. No evidence of permanent trauma. His motor skills have improved over the day. He's still speaking slowly, but he's able to communicate a lot better than he was maybe a few hours ago, and more clearly, and he's able to remember more things and just speak more concisely. So that is definitely a blessing. I thank God that my baby is okay. Anyway, we are on the way home. I am going to bake a couple of frozen pizzas, and I'm about to chill out because it's now almost 3 o'clock, and we've been going with this thing since a little before 7. Update on him from yesterday. He's doing a lot better. He's still a little shaky on his feet. He's still dizzy. If he has to bend down and pick up something, he is quite dizzy. He's speaking a whole lot better. Yesterday he was speaking very slowly, sometimes a little incoherently. Today he knows exactly where he is, who we are, what's going on. Unfortunately, we missed the yearly Christmas parade. Yesterday I was off, and I'm a hairstylist during the holiday season, and usually I have to work. But yesterday I was scheduled off, not because I requested that day, but just happened to happen. And so I looked at it like, all right, cool. I'm gonna retwist the boys' hair. I'm gonna cook a dinner. I'm going to take them to the holiday parade in our small town. And it was just gonna be a good old day of family and fun. And then a little before 7 in the morning, my son falls out of bed, hits his head, gets a major concussion. I try to look at the positive side of things. And my oldest son and I were talking about it. I said, man, I really want to take y'all to that parade. We missed it last year because it's kind of a family tradition. I was just kind of bummed about that. My oldest son told me, well, Mom, look at it this way. You happen to be off, and maybe God fixed it that way so that you could be here to take care of December without losing any money. He said, you've been praying for financial stability. And I thought about it. I said, you know what? God always has a reason for everything. So maybe that was his reason. Lean not to thine own understanding, right? But that's a good way to interpret it. So thank you, son. But now I'm on the way to work. It's back to business. Today is probably going to be a busy day. I have skipped breakfast because I'm trying to make sure I get there on time to open up this shop. Sunday reset. I do want to wash and retwist my son's hair, but the back of his head is really, really tender. So I'm going to hold off on that because it involves a lot of detangling and pulling, and I don't want to put him in any more pain. So I might just go across his scalp with like a little bit of sea breeze to like give him a little refresh. But I'm not going to do anything to his hair at this present time. All right, y'all, let me get to work. I hope whenever you are watching this, you are having an amazing Sunday so far. I am on my way to work. And yes, I did do a little light beat today. I have gotten away from playing in makeup. I realized like that's part of my job. Make sure that I look nice. And I always look nice with or without makeup. But sometimes you just need to jazz it up just a little bit. So this was my little face. Update on my little. He is still struggling. He is extremely dizzy. I just dropped him off with family so they could keep an eye on him. I kept him out of school today. And unfortunately, he almost slipped and fell just now because he is not steady on his feet. He has a massive headache today. But tomorrow we'll be going to the pediatrician for a follow-up. Right now, I'm dropping my baby off with family so that I can go to these appointments. The urgent care basically said that the degree of his concussion is so bad, he needs to stay out of school for the rest of the week. He needs to be off of all devices so he can show considerable improvement. It's about 7:30 in the morning. It is 38 degrees. It's cold. Oh, like it? It's cold. I have to go to ultrasound for my extremities, basically an ultrasound of both of my legs because my left leg is still swelling. The reason why is because it's sprained. I have a sprained left ankle and foot, and y'all know the issue with my right foot with the plate in my foot. So since the accident, I've been putting more weight on my foot when I cut hair. If you don't know, I'm a hairdresser. Because of that, I have gotten what's called a compensation sprain. I'm laughing because it's like one thing after another, and I gotta laugh about it, y'all, to keep from crying sometimes. The life of a Sagittarius, what can I say? All I want for Christmas is health, abundance, and covering from my family. Not my 2 front teeth, because I still got those, thank you God. So we're back, and good news is your girl does not have a blood clot. Hallelujah. That's a wonderful thing. Lady did say that she sees an injury to my left leg, to one of the muscles, and that could be why I have swelling, and that could be from the compensation sprain, but that I do not have a blood clot, which is what they previously thought. Now I can focus on my baby. I had to go get him and take him to his pediatrician for a follow-up for his concussion. Kicking legs and stuff. What is he doing? The dude is out. That's funny.
Hold on. Almost finished.
See, that's how you fell out the bed the first time. Stop.
You're almost done. Okay. Be still.
Hey, buddy. You sleepy?
Got this warm blanket for you,
You
buddy.
sleepy? Wake up, man. They gotta do a CT.
Feel this. Ooh, that feels warm, huh? Can you come towards me? I'm gonna cover you with the warm blanket, buddy. Hey, Miss Haley's gonna hold your hand. Come this way, baby. There you go. Good job. Miss Haley's gonna help you. 1, 2, 3. There you go, baby. You gotta use the bed.
Did the baby am sleeping? Him is knocked out. All right, beautiful people. Sorry for yawning in y'all face, but it is now 12:45 in the a.m. and we are just now leaving the hospital. We went ahead and did a CT. They kept trying to put off doing a CT for my son because they don't like to do a lot of radiation on children if they don't have to. But because he kept presenting signs of more serious trauma, they wanted to be more safe than sorry. It still stands that he knocked his head pretty goddamn good. He has a serious concussion. It may take a few days for these symptoms to improve. It may take a week to a few weeks for it to fully resolve. It may take months. They think as far as his walking and dizziness and like falling down, losing his balance, that should resolve within a week. As far as the headaches, they may come and go for the next couple of weeks to months. So we're looking at a recovery time that's not necessarily going to be overnight, but we're believing God for a speedy recovery. We know that God has kept us this long, so he has not kept us just to let us go, right? I'll see how dark it is. I ain't got a license out my car. Don't judge me, judge people's. You got a problem with it, you can always make sure that you are subscribed to your girl's channel. Help me grow so I can get these lights back on in my car.